We would like to start today's video with a big thank you to our very generous patrons. We would especially like to thank one of our most recent patrons, Jill Rain. Thank you so much for your very generous pledge, and I was really pleased to see you become an active member of our Skunkworks Discord server. I look forward to having you at one of our Saturday events coming up soon. If you too like the content that we make and would like to offer further support, please see the Patreon link in the description below. So, one of the questions that comes up a lot in the comments here and on the forums is, why do AX pilots only use Gauss Cannons? Why don't we use, say, AX multi-cannons? Now, this usually comes from the folk that see the 1 to 2 hours to unlock Gauss Cannons as too much of an imposition. But for the more generally curious, I wanted to do a quick video explaining why we don't use any of the AX weapons or the other Guardian weapons, with examples. We'll be taking out the first heart of a basilisk with each of the weapons, or at the very least attempting to, as there is one weapon among them that even after multiple attempts I just could not get that first heart. And as we go, I will explain the shortcomings of each. But first, to set a baseline, let's see this with Gauss Cannons, paying attention to how long it takes. This isn't even an optimal Gauss setup, with 3 medium and 1 small Gauss cannon, but due to the high damage output and hit scan nature of the weapon, I can commit a lot of my mental load to manoeuvring and avoiding incoming fire. Also worth noting, there are scouts in this instance, because on this occasion I got tired of playing Frontier's RNG game looking for a lone basilisk. If you're watching Frontier, free tip, no one likes the scout instances. That was pretty quick, right? Gauss Cannons take some time to get used to as they charge up like railguns, but you'd be surprised how quickly you get accustomed to it when you're using them day in, day out. Next we will look at the most often inquired about AX weapon, the AX multi-cannon. Again, let's see how long this takes. The AX multi-cannons deal a relatively low amount of damage, and even with 4 large as seen on this Anaconda here, it is a lot of work to overcome the hull regeneration of the basilisk. Not only that, but they are a projectile weapon, so you must lead the shots using the lead indicator, adding to your mental load and taking away from concentration on manoeuvring. The gaps in fire, by the way, are the reloads on the multi-cannons. Now, AX missiles are just garbage. They deal not too bad hull damage, but landing them is a nightmare. The Thargoids change speed and direction constantly, and so the lead indicator is often a poor reference for where the shots will end up. Also, they seem to do almost no damage to hearts at all, even with what look like direct hits on occasion. I did also try a build with missiles and multi-cannons, but there is a catch-22 here. A lone AX multi-cannon will do almost no damage to an exerted heart, but adding more takes away from the already very poor ability to exert by lowering your missile count. Plasma charges are more effective than missiles for sure, but still a lot more work than Gauss Cannons. They do seemingly comparable damage to Gauss Cannons in real world terms, but the rate of fire is much lower as they must be charged, and the shots lead. It is much harder to land the shots than with Gauss Cannons, and on the hearts, the area of damage for a shot is far from generous, requiring direct hits to do damage. All this concentration takes away from the maneuvering awareness once again. And finally, the shard cannon. These are pretty good when inside the optimal range for them, but the optimal range for them puts you in extreme danger of lightning attacks after the first heart. These rounds must also be led and are far more difficult to land than with Gauss shots, while also being more dangerous to use. When I say more difficult, it's because the damage of these is actually spread out over quite a wide area unless you are extremely close, whereas with Gauss cannons you have the convenience of being in a safer range. So there you have it. Gauss cannons are faster to deliver accurate damage, require less mental load, allow you to maintain a view of your target at all times, and can be used from a safe range. They allow a stable rate of fire, effective enough to overcome the hull regeneration of all interceptor variants, and apart from the Hydra, can eliminate any Thargoid without the need for ammo synthesis. So the next time someone asks you why we only use Gauss cannons, just point them in this direction.